Train operators are taking disproportionate action against passengers who do not hold a valid ticket because of the complex fares system. So says the rail watchdog, which highlighted one case in which a passenger was threatened with prosecution for accidentally selecting a 16 to 25 rail card discount when they actually had a 26 to 30 rail card. Both of which, by the way, provide the same discount. Well, Barnaby Papadopoulos is here. It's complicated, isn't it? It's a pretty damning report.
Yeah, it is pretty damning, I think, really, Mary. Essentially, what this report wants to do is make the fare system on Britain's trains clearer, fairer and more consistent. And that's after it found there were a number of incidents where passengers who've made quite simple mistakes were being pretty heavily penalised, even prosecuted for those mistakes. So, for example, this might be somebody travelling on the wrong rail card, as you said. It might be somebody travelling at the wrong time of day. So this report made a number of recommendations. It wants restrictions on tickets to be made more clear for passengers. It also wants that process that operators go through, when somebody might have an invalid ticket. It wants that process to become standardised across the networks. At the moment, it kind of depends on where you are in the country, the process that gets followed. Now, of course, fare evasion remains a massive problem in the UK. It's estimated to cost operators over £300 million every single year. And when I spoke to some commuters at King's Cross this morning, they definitely wanted to see that problem tackled.
I've gone through the disabled barriers and had people follow me straight through afterwards. I think, there is a lot more they could do, especially when the guards are standing there seeing it happen and don't do anything about it.
I think the best way to avoid fare evasion would be to make train tickets cheaper.
I mean, there's always an inspector on the trains and they have the barriers at the gate now to get out. I'm not sure what more they can do.
My travel card is over £5,000 and these people are getting away with it. No, I think it's terrible.
And just to be clear, this review isn't asking for fare evasion to be overlooked, is it?
No, it's not. It's not calling for fare evasion to be overlooked, but I think it wants to tackle those prosecutions which shouldn't really be happening, those prosecutions for simple errors where people aren't trying to actively dodge their fares. And the report made a number of examples. So, for example, a 62-year-old man who was on a train and didn't have a ticket and went to try and buy one from the ticket conductor, but there wasn't a ticket conductor on the train. He then got to his destination, went to the ticket office, tried to buy a ticket and was issued with a penalty fare, despite the fact he was trying to pay for a ticket and didn't have the option to buy one on the train. We also heard today from Sam Williamson, who contributed to this report. He's a 22-year-old from Derbyshire, and he took to social media after being threatened with prosecution by Northern Railway.
I got caught out by an obscure rule about a £12 minimum fare usage on the rail card. When I had this raised to me, I obviously tried to resolve it in the moment, but I was told no. I got a month later a letter from Northern saying that they might try and prosecute me. I obviously tried to resolve it with them, but I also took to social media to share the story, and we were able to get that resolved.
Well done, Sam, for bringing it to everyone's attention. But how have the train companies responded to this?
Well, the Railway Delivery Group, which represents train companies across Britain, welcomed this report, and it said it wants operators to better differentiate between those people who are making mistakes in a complex ticketing system and those people who are actively trying to dodge their fares. Of course, this report was commissioned by the UK government. It will go to the UK government. It'll be up to them and the Transport Secretary, Heidi Alexander, as to what recommendations are brought forwards and when.
OK, Barnaby Papadopoulos, thank you.